Welcome to the November intuitive call. I don't know about anybody else, but this month already and last month has been pretty challenging. I feel like, last month I talked a lot about how we were going to be sort of working through stuff from the past, things were going to be revisited by the ghost of our lives past, and just stuff coming up for us to, sort of take on and handle in a different way. And I know that was true for me in October, and November, according to what I saw, is going to be more of the same, only at an even deeper level. So I'm going through some personal stuff, family things. It's old stuff. And, I'm really ready for it to be over. It's like, I just want to wipe my hands of it and say enough already. But trying to get the last of those roots out is just really challenging. So, I don't know. I'm assuming that's what other people are going to be experiencing, is some aspect of that where, again, it's stuff from the past that's coming around again. Now, the good news about this is what I saw was, this may be the last time around for some of these issues that are coming up. So not to say that, there might not be incidents in the future, but I think we have the opportunity to really put some of this stuff to bed and just, move past it now. One of the things that I've been talking about in my coaching groups is how another way to look at these things is that they're a distraction. So when it happens, to just say to myself, this is just a distraction. This is just a distraction, because I feel like underneath this old stuff that's coming up is something sort of rising up within me that wants to be greater, wants to be bigger, wants to be more, wants to really share my gifts at a new level. And so I feel like that's really the underlying impetus here. And it's just our fears of that. We talked in my mastery group about that, saying from Marianne Williamson about our greatest fear is our own greatness. And I really think that that's a part of what's happening here. So it's the bad news and the good news. So the bad news is we have to push through all that old stuff, but the good news is that it's really coming from a place of wanting to be more, and the opportunity is there for that. So I think that's a big part of what we're going to be working with this month. And again, what I've been doing is, in addition to trying to unravel things, I think, the image I had for this month was a rope that, I saw like this whole tangled mess of a rope that we were trying to unravel, get the knots out. But so in addition to having to, sort things out, figure out what's been happening in our own lives and from the past, to be able to just look at it and recognize this is a distraction, and to be able to, sort of put a stop to it that way and move forward. So I think that's a good thing. And then the other thing that I saw for this month was that the sort of flip side of all of this is that we have the opportunity to really see ourselves this month. So maybe it's feedback from a friend or feedback from something that you've written or put out, or colleagues at work or whatever. But the opportunity to really have reflected back to us our own greatness, our own power, our own gifts, and, what that means for us in our lives. So whether it's hearing it from someone else or just being able to recognize it in ourselves, you can see how this is sort of two sides of the same coin. It's like putting the past to rest and embracing who we are so that we can really express ourselves as fully as possible, and to bring our gifts and to really, step into the who we're meant to be, what we're here to bring, the gifts we're meant to share. So that's what I see for this month. I think that even though it's challenging, there's opportunity for some really great movement and some really great experiences. So that's what I see for November.